Guys, welcome back to another video. It is early morning here on Monday, and we're getting ready to list a few video games. As you guys remember from the last video, we are now listing 20 video games every single day as a minimum. Each of us, that's me and my partner Araval, that totals 40 a day. And I guess just over 1,000, 1,500 a month, something like that. I can get those numbers actually a little bit later as we break this down, or perhaps in another video. But yeah, today I want to get the video games out of the way early because I've just organized some more stuff, put it on the receiving table, and I want to go through and get some of that stuff listed as well. 20 is our minimum, but our goal is to list more than that every single day. So yeah, we're going to get the video games done right now. Then we're going to go ahead and start listing a few of the other things that we see, and then we're going to pull some orders from the unit, and we're going to go ahead and ship them all. So it's going to be a busy day here. Very excited to get going though, so let's go ahead and start off with the video games. And so our stack of 20 games here today is not going to be a valuable one. It's a stack for the Wii, and I've already actually photographed them all. So we've got a couple of multi-quantity listings here at the top, and then just a few individual ones. Should be quick work, and we're gonna get them done here really quickly. Okay, so just dropped up all the listing guys. First of all, we have a nice pile here of a couple Wii games, and then below here are where the majority of them went. But let's get that for 20 games done. Now we can move on to doing a couple other types of items. Okay guys, so this is now a receiving table with just a few items on it that I wanted to get dealt with. I'm not sure if we'll get through all of these today, but we're gonna try to do some of them, and we're gonna start off actually with these two books right here, and then we're gonna move on to a couple cartridge games, I think. So the goal here is for most of this to be drafted. In fact, yeah, I think all of this is just gonna be drafted because it's all video game stuff. We've done our 20 games today, which is great. So now it's time to get stuff ready so we can maybe post it tomorrow or any other day when we don't have stuff to post. So yeah, I'll start off with these two books right here, and then we'll keep working our way through. So these are kind of cool, guys. We get these in the occasion a lot, especially with the retro games, but these are essentially strategy guides for different retro games. These ones are for the N64. Some of them are worth a lot of money, others not so much. These are probably gonna be worth about 20 each. We have some that are already listed, but Perfect Dark's a pretty popular game, as well as I'm pretty sure Star Wars might be, so we should get some decent money on these guys. But yeah, something to look out for sure, especially you can find a huge lot of these guys. Even sold together as a lot is sometimes worth it, but sometimes they're worth it to sell individually. I'm not sure about these ones quite yet, but we're going to list them anyway and see how they do. Okay guys, so we're up to those guides. Next thing I want to touch on here are some cartridge games. We have everything from a couple VTech games, as I'm going to lot up, Master System games, some NES games, all the way over to this pile of Game Boy and DS games that we're going to take a look at. You never really know what you might find in one of these things, but unfortunately it doesn't look like anything too crazy. This one might be valuable as a Scooby-Doo game. Additionally, I think this is valuable. I don't remember exactly what it is. It might be like an expansion for a DS, I think, or something, but I feel like I've seen these before and that they're worth something. Other than that, though, all kind of normal stuff. Also have some Game Gear games up here that I got half off on. I didn't pay $5, but I still probably overpaid for them because I don't think they're that valuable. I bought these a little while back. But anyway, we're going to see if these guys go for at least more than $5. I think I paid $2.50 each. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and list all this stuff up separately. I'll probably take pictures of it and then go do it on the computer just for simplicity. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of a loose cartridge day, and this shouldn't take too long, but it'll be a fun little task. Okay guys, so all these random cartridge games have not been photographed, and they're straight among the desk here. I'm gonna have to find a bag or something to put them in, and then when we get to the unit, they'll go in our disc drawer, but in like an other bin. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be good, these loose ones. I'll let you guys know what the total is here in a little bit. Okay, guys, well, I just drafted up all these cartridges, and although it doesn't look like much, this total here actually drafted for a total of $176.91. Again, we're not listing it today. We're going to save it and list it another day. But it was a pretty good pile there, and I'm excited about that. So that stuff is now done. I'm going to go put it in a box to go with the unit. And actually, I think we're going to head to the unit right now. Yeah, so we finished up those cartridges, and that actually took a little bit longer than I thought. So I don't think that we're going to need more time to do any more drafts or listings today. So I'm going to take that stuff up to the unit with some other stuff that I have, and we're going to go and pull all the sales, and then we'll bring that all back here and get everything shipped out. Okay, guys, we just arrived at the unit. I'm actually going to be giving a full tour of this a little bit later now, but it's time to pull a couple of the orders. We've got our video games all over on this side. We've got our other various items, CDs, whatever it might be, over on this side. So I'm going to go ahead here. I'm going to take some time. Also, our receiving shelf is here now, so we're pulling games from here to list, so I'm going to grab a couple of those as well. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab all the orders here, and then we'll be ready to go. Okay, guys, so I've just made my way back from the unit, and I've brought home 3 things full of stuff here with me. And this one on the left is all stuff that's sold. That item there is sold, but the rest of this was some games I brought because we were running out here. We only had that stack left, so I brought a couple more that we could test and list for the end of this week. And then this bag right here is full of some more. So that's the idea. Let me at least pull out what's sold right now so we can take a look at that. Okay guys, so let's now go through everything that's sold. I've got laid out on the table here. And for May, we're doing pretty well in terms of sales. This is about normal, maybe a little bit more than normal. And we sold quite a few big items, which was nice. But generally speaking, this is where the sales start to slow down for the summer, which is kind of always unfortunate. And that's why we're really putting a push on doing more and more listings so we can keep up with our sales goals and the sales that we would normally get in, let's say, January or maybe even fourth quarter. Anyway, some pretty nice stuff sold, starting with this 2-pack of NASCARs that sold for the price on the screen. We had lotted these guys up, and I think we got like $30 for them, so that was a really good sale there. This Harmonix guitar for the Xbox 360 was just recently listed, and that sold again for the price on the screen, so I was happy to have that one sold so quick. This BB-8 I cannot say the same about, from Star Wars. It's a rollable figure, and I probably bought this thing a year ago, and it just finally sold. We're just waiting to get paid. I sent out the invoice on that, so hopefully they pay for it, and that one was sitting here for way too long, but it did eventually sell. I mentioned this one in the last video. This is a MacBook Pro that we sold, and I mentioned that we sold it last time. I just picked it up today, and it's going out right now. So, I mean, yeah, I think we got like $50 for it. Again, price on the screen. And that's a good sale there. A nice little stack of games here with one movie on the bottom. Nothing too special here in general, except for the top game that I wanted to save, because this is a loose copy that we sold for upwards of $20. We don't normally get loose copies that sell for that much unless they're good games like this. But we have quite a few Mortal Kombat games right now, and some of them are worth quite a bit, and this was one of them. So we sold that for some good money, and then the rest of the stack here is just our normal stuff. A couple more things here, actually, guys, just a bunch of random big things, but we sold this Technics remote right here. And this one sold for a pretty good amount too on the second store. Again, price on the screen. So I was happy about that sale. And then finally here, we'd sold this Genesis bundle. I probably picked this up about a month ago, and it came with a couple games, or we threw a couple into it, as well as all the cables and some controllers sold for the price on the screen. I think it was like 80-something dollars. So happy to have that one sold as well. And overall, a really good day for some sales. Okay, so yes, I did pick up some games, and this was pretty much all I got. A bunch of sports games for the PS3, as well as whatever's in there, which I think is some more PS3 sports games and some DS games. Nothing too special, but you guys are going to see the rest of those when the time comes to list them and test them and clean them. But for right now, that's going to do it. And again, very happy about this. This was everything that sold this weekend, plus or minus a couple things that are either hidden around here or just a couple games I haven't pulled yet. But that's pretty much everything. And with that, guys, with all that shipping done, we were actually going to call it a day here for today. It was a pretty busy one for me. It may not look like it, but just doing these kind of repetitive tasks like listing and drafting, it adds up in terms of time. It doesn't leave me much time to do much else. So hopefully I'll think of some other fun ideas to do here as we kind of get back on the grind. Or if you guys just like seeing the grind, that's cool as well. It makes for a slightly shorter video, but I always think, you know, I try to incorporate something interesting or different into these videos, whether it's a new kind of item that we list or whatever it is. So it's not just the same old repetitive, just list 20 video games, just add a couple more in drafts, whatever it is. So I'll keep looking out for ideas for that. But we did have a lot of cool sales today, which was awesome to see. So I'm excited about that. Anyway, I am going to wrap up today's video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to go below and smash the like button on it. Leave any comments, questions, concerns down below. I'll try to get back to you on those. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.